positions for dab in. Swap that over. Alright guys, so getting into this game. This is game 2. Spawning down here in the lower left-hand corner of the map. It's the Pink Protoss era sending out a very early probe.
And unbeknownst to him, in the top right-hand corner, it is the green Protoss. It is Pandatank. And he doesn't know about this probe. This is a sneaky probe. Oh, he's going into the main. He's going to build 2 gateways in the main, trying to proxy and get back into this series.
This is
the third deciding game.
And this is
it's
a really
quickie.
This is one of the few maps like where you can do this in your opponent's main. There's no reason for Pandatank to scout around there. And oh my goodness, Gary Oak. I love seeing weird stuff like this. This is again why I gush over the Zotac Cup.
Oh, is this going to be a cannon rush? This looks like a cannon rush and not proxy gateways.
You could be right. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, it is out of vision of Pandatank, so he doesn't have any clue. Oh my goodness.
We see it a lot lower than this in the main. This is so close. I don't see... There's not enough room for... There's room for one gate.
It's still a gateway, and it's still out of vision.
Is there room for a second one up there? Yeah, I guess there is. That's so close, though. Like, if he goes to build a gas geyser...
Look at this, look at this! Oh, he is scouting around, looking for something.
He sees it.
I don't know what cued him into it, but probes are being pulled, Gary Oak.
He's just doing basic scouting of his own main to make sure this doesn't happen to him.
Yeah, I was curious if maybe
time.
I thought for maybe a moment the probe had misstepped out of the fog of war or something, but yeah,
no.
I mean, Era right now, if he cancels these gateways, he's
committed.
Oh yeah, he's very committed to this.
He's in it to win it.
10 probes, you're kind of forced to do this, make it work, and if it doesn't work, you're out.
He could cancel and take an economic lead, honestly, if he just pulled out of here, because look at all this mining time that Pandatank has lost.
And, yeah, while this gateway is completed, there's no way he can get a Zealot out, not even with a Chrono, not with this probe DPS on it.
He's not even canceling. That's bizarre. Okay, I don't see this working.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out for Era, unfortunately. He is chronoing at that Zealot. We'll see. There is one coming from Pandatank as well, though.
He might be able to get it. Pandatank should honestly send his probes to attack that pylon, maybe?
Well, I mean, the problem right now, Gary Oak, is the fact that even if he gets the Zealot out, it's Zealot plus like 14 probes versus 1 Zealot. The damage is just not there. And oh no, it spawns! Look where it spawns! So unfortunate.
He was able to poke away at a probe. Yeah, this Zealot's going to die. He's in a really great position, though.
Probes are soaking some of these hits. This is a little zany and weird, Gary Oak. I don't know what to make of this.
This shouldn't work. This really shouldn't work unless Pandatank flubs his control here.
Nah, I killed that Zealot as well, and he's producing another. He's good to go from this point.
He just lost his 1 Zealot, though. If he gets his probe, the probe does fall.
That gateway is so low. He needs to finish it.
He does. Now it's 2 gateways against 1.
Actually, yeah, Era.
What are you doing?
Era might not be in such a bad position anymore. I thought for sure this was lost, and like you said, all he had to do was take out that pylon rather than the gateway. And I think that was where his biggest flub was. But he is zoning out the second Zealot with his probes, and now he is getting ahead. 1 Zealot and probes versus 1 Zealot, Gary Oak, and Pandatank's other Zealot's about to finish. I think he's just turned this around.
Yeah, all he has to do now is kill that pylon, because Era is running out of steam.
No, Marge, it was... He is going to lose the Zealot, though. Oh, no, it's going straight for the mineral line. Doesn't really care. But again, like you said, just focus on that pylon. No more reinforcements, and Pandatank will be in it to win it. Because he's got to know his opponent's so all in with this. He's going
Era has a force going up. He's got a plan B.
Yeah, but he's killed a lot of workers. I didn't even realize.
He's cut the worker lead, man. He's got a huge worker lead. It's well, not huge. It's not huge anymore.
Well, 11
probes to 8.
These 3 Zealots now are going to go on the offensive with 2 probes. But as you said, Forge going down, a cannon could help, and all he's got to do is surround the cannon with his probes, and he'll be set.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a pylon up at the
a crazy turnaround!
It's got those 3 Zealots. Okay, the cannon's going in. It's going into... Actually, it's a nice cannon, because he can kind of do it like defending a 6 pool and another cannon. Okay.
This is super dedicated.
Yeah, this could actually develop into a bit of a game, because these Zealots are not going to be able to kill Era or even cripple him.
They can take out 1 cannon. They can't take out 2.
Yeah, there's 2 in there, and if he sees it with his probe, then he can just pull probes and surround the cannon to deny the Zealot's surface area.
Actually, the other cannon, I believe, is in range of that first cannon as well, so they will cover each other very nicely.
Yeah, it's...
Will
the
the Zealots...
understands the benefits of the buddy system, and these Zealots should turn around. Don't throw them away.
They're going straight for the mineral line, actually.
He can hit 1 or 2 patches, but that's it. Okay, he can hit 1 patch.
Yeah, so whole position Zealot will actually zone out his mining for a little bit.
Yeah, it'll force him to micro now that he's getting better saturation on his mineral line.
But I mean, the funny thing is, like, a lot of chrono boosts were used on those gateways. Like, I'd like to see him get ahead because he's got his own chrono, but still maintaining a 2-worker lead here for Era. And oh, that's all just a little out of position. Can't quite look at this, Gary. We actually have mining on that mineral patch.
Oh wow!
It is actually micro mining. He's controlling that probe.
You may as well. I mean, if at this level you should have hundreds of APM, and you don't need hundreds of APM to play normally at this stage of the game. Yeah, see, you can't move in to hit it. Okay, he should be able to deny the patch completely now. He's exactly one pixel out of range.
We have a Robo. I'm sorry if I have the protection tab off, guys. Gets a little sidetracked by how ridiculous that was. Robo, though, is coming. And, I mean, right now, quite frankly, Pandatank's a little behind.
Yeah,
as weird as that is to say.
The Cybercore is just beginning.
Probe surround on this Zealot. Some nice mineral droning here, but, I mean, the Zealot's picking off quite a few probes. We'll get almost 4 before going down.
Wow, 2 probes, 1 Zealot swipe away from death.
Yeah,
and
now
you're stabilized.
Yeah, but now Pandatank's ahead in the worker count. Just ahead in tech.
Huh.
This is weird. This is weird, Gary Oak.
This is what happens when an all-in is, like, kind of fails, but doesn't completely fail.
Well, we were talking earlier today about how in a PvP, losing 1 unit can change the whole game, and technically, while Era has lost more looking at the resources lost tab, he's definitely ahead right now. And he does have that Immortal coming out. I mean, there's no chance for Stalkers to do anything to him anytime soon.
Yeah, we've got a Robo just now starting for Pandatank, so yeah, he's definitely behind in this. I'd like to see where Era decides to go from here, because it's going to be one base play for a little while. Yeah,
I don't think either of these players can really afford to go for a Nexus. If they do, it's like really risky, because if your opponent scouts it, he's going to win.
Yeah, it's just too risky to do it, as you said. And we do see another Immortal coming out, so will we see 2 Immortals followed by a Warp Prism, and we'll see that type of transition, or is it just going to be a straight-up push? I'm guessing I'm leaning more toward the Warp Prism, because we only see 1 gateway.
Yeah, your scouting confirms there's no natural, unfortunately, for him, but he won't lose the Stalker.
Now let's see what Era's... Wow, I tripped over his name 3 times because of the
Blackrock.
Name Pandatank. Yeah, I almost said Blackrock. So we do have an Observer coming out, and wow, a Nexus from Pandatank. Well, this could get punished by the Immortals.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, this is risky, and having just scouted this, there's no reason for Era to come back in anytime soon, and he could be sitting here thinking, oh, well, he's probably not going to go for that Nexus.
Well, there's the Warp Prism, so he's going to be doing harassment regardless, and Pandatank's actually going to be really spread out here. He doesn't have very many units to his name. He's only just now adding his 3rd gateway. And, oh wow, we see a Colossus transition coming out of here, 1-base Colossus, so I guess he's going to go into Phase 2 of the All-In, perhaps.
This is some weird strategies from Era, but you know what? They work so far in this game in particular. We'll see if they can hold through to the end. Now this Observer is going to float in, see there's no natural, so this is going to tip Pandatank off like, okay, my opponent's still 1 base. And, oh, does he see the Warp Prism? He does see the Warp Prism, Gary Oak. He knows it's coming.
Huge.
But
he's going to see the Bay as well. Is he going to see the Bay? He didn't see the Bay.
But
his Observer's going away now.
Pandatank, he doesn't have a lot of anti-air. He cannot snipe that Warp Prism. 3 Stalkers is not enough. He can deter it, sure, but once the Immortals land...
There's only 1 Immortal of his own to defend against his opponent's Immortals. And these Immortals can just pick off probes, and then when their shields get low, just pull out.
There we go.
Oh, miscontrol. He's going to lose his Immortal.
Oh,
almost.
No. It gets picked up just narrowly in the nick of time. But his Warp Prism was really low.
Yeah, it got bruised there. That was very ineffective by Era. That's like using a fire Pokemon's attack against a water Pokemon. It's just not very effective. Doesn't do much damage.
I love you, Gary Oak.
I gotta bring a Pokemon reference in at some point in the cast.
Well, here's that Colossus we were just talking about. It is about to come out. So first one will be on the field, but I mean, it's kind of dangerous to have a Colossus so naked and exposed, but I guess the upside is Pandatank doesn't have a lot to threaten it. A couple of Immortals are really nice, of course, but a severe lack of gateway units, no sentries, no support whatsoever, and Pandatank now going for his own Colossus. But he's going to be actually a whole entire Colossus behind his opponent.
One thing he could do to get ahead is get Colossus range, but he doesn't have the economy to support constant Colossus production and the range at the same time. Well, neither of them do, so...
The big thing here for Ira is the longer he waits, the further he's going to fall behind. He doesn't... Okay, he actually has scouted that Nexus, so he knows that it's up, he knows that it's mining, and then he knows Pandatank is a much superior economy. Look at this. 32 to 24 workers.
Exactly, and right now Ira's faced with a choice. Do I accept the fact that I'm behind and just go for the all-in and try and break him before this second Nexus kicks in? Or do I expand and just be behind?
I think it's going to be option A, Gary Oak.
Yep, that's usually the smart one.
And Pandatank's got his observer on this. He knows it's coming. He knows where to be. He knows how to position.
Yep. And let's see. It's only one Colossus against... 1 against 2, I believe.
But the Immortals are... I don't know. In the Warp Prism right now, he's got to be careful.
3 Immortals for Ira and 2 for Pandatank, so Ira definitely does have the Robo unit advantage.
I don't know that Pandatank can hold this, though. I mean, Guardian Shield will help, sure, but...
He's got a nice concave, but these Warp... He could just Bulldog with this Warp Prism here, which is exactly what he's doing.
Oh, but those Immortals go down really quick.
Yeah,
and now
Colossus is at half, and there's another one coming out.
2 Colossus out for Pandatank, though.
Defender's advantage here for Pandatank. 1 Colossus
The Immortal falls!
The Immortals are dead.
And the Warp Prism also goes... Oh, it's really low. It's not going to go down, though. Pandatank in a bit of a bind. Being chased off by this Colossus is a little unfortunate. He needs another Immortal out or something, anything, to get himself back into this.
He doesn't have anything in production. He can afford it. He's slipping on his macro here.
Zealots with no charge are a little hard to use effectively, but he's coming in from behind with them.
Yeah, and he's actually going to do some damage
if he kills the Immortal, he'll be good.
He just needs to focus his Immortal on his opponent's Immortal. He's throwing more Zealots at it. The Immortal's getting so low.
Oh my goodness. I think Pandatank is down and out, Gary Oak. This is just too much damage. Somehow the Immortal's still standing. I don't know how, but the Immortal is still standing.
Oh,
for both these players. Oh, he does snipe it, though.
The Immortal actually is effectively dead. It has to sit back and wait for its shields to regen, and it dies to the Colossus attacks.
And this one Colossus from Pandatank's trying to run to the high ground, but the Zealots almost get it. 37 health remaining.
Both those Colossi have actually been fairly bruised for Ira, but they're just as good as a
The Zealots can't catch him.
At this point.
Without charge, there's no way. He's just going to kite that all day. And the last Colossus is going to fall for Pandatank. And GG.